Welcome to the PayTrace Professional Training Tutorial. This video is designed to show you the functionality available within your account as shown per the example below. Once you log into your account, you'll be taken to your home page where you see your control panel on the left-hand side. The home page has several quick links on it that allow you to access the page you are trying to visit within a mouse click. Passwords for PayTrace must be updated every 90 days, and the top section of your home page shows you when your password is set to expire with a link to reset it. The first menu we're going to take a look at from the control panel is the User Management menu, which allows us to create and manage other users to gain access to our account. The Create User Profile page will allow you to create as many different users as you want to have access to your PayTrace account. Using PayTrace Professional, there is no limit to how many users you can create. From this page, we can type in our user's contact information, assign them a username and password, as well as assign a sales ceiling and a refund ceiling to control the largest sale and refund this user can process. Below that, we're able to specify the user's permission. Every box that is checked allows that user to access that menu or perform that function within your PayTrace account. Once all the information has been provided about the user and our permissions selected, we can go ahead and create the user. After users are created, we can manage them from the Modify User Profile option. This page will allow you to manage all the information associated with the user profile as well as their permissions. There is a drop-down menu at the top of the page that allows us to select which user profile we want to look at. Once we select them, their information will be shown to us. From here, we can change or alter any information about this user profile as well as add or take away any permissions. If any changes are made, we would want to scroll down to the bottom and click on the Update User Account button to save our changes. There is also an option to delete the user account in the bottom right-hand corner. This will delete the user account so that the username and password no longer work to gain access to your account. You can change your validation image for the user that you are currently logged in as by visiting the Validation Image option under your User Management menu. You will be able to update the validation image from here. You can also track any unsuccessful login attempts to your account, as well as view any upcoming expiring passwords for any users on your account. The last option under the User Management menu is the Email Addresses page. This page controls what emails are getting what notifications from PayTrace. The administrative and optional email addresses are going to receive all notifications from PayTrace. Please note the administrative email address will be the email address listed at the bottom of your shopping cart if you're using this feature. From this page, you'll be able to add or remove or change any email address on your account. Be sure to click the Manage Email Addresses button at the bottom to save your changes or to add your email address. Next, we're going to take a look at the Customer Management menu. This menu allows us to store and manage our customer's credit card as well as billing and shipping information. Our first option is to create a customer profile. From this page, we're able to type in all of our customers' billing, shipping, and also down at the bottom, credit card information as well. Once we have provided all of the information we want to store with our customer, we can go ahead and click to create the customer profile. Once a customer has been created, they can then be managed from the Modify a Customer page. This page will contain a drop-down menu as well as a search bar that allow us to select which customer we want to work with. The drop-down menu will display your customers in alphabetical order in reference to their customer ID value. This drop-down menu will appear until you have reached 500 customers on your account. Once you surpass 500 customers, the drop-down menu will disappear and you will need to use the search option to be able to pull up your customers. Once a customer has been selected, all of their information will be shown to you, including their billing, shipping, and then truncated credit card information. From here, we can go ahead and make any changes to this customer profile that we need to, such as changing an address or possibly changing a credit card number. You even have options to delete the customer down at the bottom of the page. Please be sure to click the Modify a Customer button to save any changes that you have made. PayTrace also allows you to import as well as export your customer information in a CSV or comma separates value formatted file. Be sure to click on the pages to get more information about how to import as well as export your customer information. The next menu we're going to take a look at is the very first menu, which is the virtual terminal menu. This menu acts like our credit card machine. It allows us to perform all the same functions that a credit card machine can. The first option is swipe a transaction, and we'll want to use this option if we are swiping any cards through an electronic device into your computer. When this page loads, the cursor should automatically start blinking in the credit card field. At this point, we want to swipe the card as shown below, and the page should read the information and then automatically update to the next page, which allows us to enter a dollar amount. A swipe transaction only needs a dollar amount and it can process. All the below information is optional, however, it can be typed in for reconciliation purposes. Once we have our amount, we can scroll down to the bottom and click to process the transaction. Once the transaction processes, the page will come back and tell us if our transaction was approved or not approved. In this particular transaction, the swipe transaction was not approved. However, that's an expected response on this test account. From here, we'll have access to view a transaction receipt, which if we click it, will show us the live copy of the transaction receipt and will allow us to print or email the receipt, or we can simply check the boxes with the emails listed and then click the submit button to submit the receipt to the email specified. If you forget to access your receipt to email or print out, you can always access your receipts from the View Transactions page of the Virtual Terminal menu, which we'll take a look at here in just a bit. The next option we want to take a look at is the Process a Transaction page. This page will allow us to key enter transaction information as opposed to swiping the transaction information. From here, we can go ahead and key enter all the credit card, billing, and shipping information that we want to provide for our customer. At the top of this page, there will be a drop-down menu containing all of your customers, as well as a search option to be able to pull up any customer that you want to reference for this transaction. Selecting a customer will pre-fill the page with the customer's information based upon what is stored in their customer profile. Below this area is a section where we're able to determine what type of transaction we want to process for our customer in a drop-down menu. There are several options listed, such as a sale, an authorization, refund, for sale, store and forward, and a cash or a check transaction. If you are not sure what these transaction types are, please be sure to visit our support forum located at paytrace.net. Please visit the glossary of credit card terms to be able to find out what these transaction types mean. After we have provided all of our customers' information, we can go ahead and scroll to the bottom of the page and click to process the credit card transaction. It will only take a few seconds for the transaction to process, and then we'll be taken to a page that tells us whether or not our transaction was approved. From here, we'll have access to view the receipt, as well as be able to print it out and send emails to all the applicable email addresses set up to receive them.